The entire country zeroed in on Arizona today as an attempt to repeal the state's 1864 abortion ban failed in the Arizona legislature. Demonstrators who both support and oppose the ban gathered outside the Capitol as lawmakers debated the complete ban on abortion that was upheld by the state Supreme Court last week. Good afternoon, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Tram Mai. Let's go to 12 News journalists Allison Rodriguez and Bram Resnick, who are both live at the Capitol with reaction to this morning's vote and what's next.
Yeah, Tram, we've both been out here all day long as supporters on both sides of this issue here were having their voices heard. Me on the outside. Bram, you were actually inside there. What was going down? Walk us through what happened.
So I was at the House early in the morning, about 9 a.m. The gallery was filling up with pro-life supporters, about 150 of them. That was the crowd. But the House floor was not nearly as raucous at what you saw a week ago. But for the second time in a week, Republicans blocked a repeal of the abortion ban from being debated. That was the issue. Could it get debated today? Republicans blocked it. Democrats needed 2 Republican votes to overcome Republican opposition. They got just 1. Let's hear from Representative Matt Gress. He was the only Republican who backed the proposal, and House Speaker Ben Toma, who opposed the repeal and then called for what he called honest conversations about abortion.
Repealing the territorial ban is the right thing to do. The policy is unworkable and does not reflect the values of most Arizonans.
This is a much broader topic, as I said before. We're looking at the topic overall. What we eventually vote on will be up to the caucus.
Also District 15 resident.
And Democrats say they have not given up. They'll try to force votes on the repeal bill in coming sessions. You're saying there's a chance.
There's always a chance. This is day 2. We've been at this for 6 years, and this is the closest we've gotten.
And a reminder that the House and Senate are now meeting just once a week, every Wednesday. So if the Democrats want to keep doing this, this could go on for a while, Allison.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, you were inside there, those doors. I was on the outside here really getting a feel for what supporters of both sides of this issue here were really feeling like. And I can tell you that you can immediately tell right away exactly where somebody stood. As soon as the House went to recess, we saw people very excited out here, those who were in support of this ban. We even saw a woman skipping across the front lawn here. She was so happy. Those in favor of the ban think this is a win for the pro-life movement. They were smiling, holding up their signs out here. One supporter even telling me this is good for Arizona women.
I don't believe that we don't have a woman doesn't have choices. We do have choices, and give life, and then let some happy family adopt that beautiful child.
So as early as 8 o'clock this morning, a pro-life group came together here on the lawn. But as soon as recess hit, we also saw Democrats and pro-choice supporters visibly disappointed with what had happened on the House floor.
Once again, the legislature chose not to do anything, so inaction is what won today. And, you know, it's been 160 years that they've been able to, or should have been able to repeal this, and they didn't. So, disappointment.
Now, we also saw members of Planned Parenthood, a sign-up booth for the Arizona for Abortion Access Initiative out here, hoping the Republicans' failure to repeal the law in the House would prompt more people to support abortion access on the November ballot. So as we bring you back out here live to the state capitol, Bram, I want to ask, from now to November, I mean, what are those next steps?
Let's talk about the short term. You heard me say that Democrats are still going to be bringing up this repeal. It is possible that Republicans say uncle. They realize it's bad politics for them. So there's that. Republicans also have their own response. They're going to put up their own initiative to counter the one that's likely to appear on the fall ballot that will protect abortion rights. So those two things are going to happen. Plus, this abortion ban remains on the books. It would take effect by the end of June, go through Election Day. It is so far unenforceable based on an order by Governor Katie Hobbs, but it will still be on the books.
Okay, so we know that it will be on the books. I mean, you basically said it, but as clear as day for our viewers to know, what is the law as it stands today, as the day is over here at the Capitol?
Good question. The existing law is abortion is legal up to 15 weeks of pregnancy, and then after that, only to save the life of the mother. No exceptions for rape or incest.
All right, well, that is the latest here coming from the Arizona State Capitol. Tram, we're going to send it back to you, but of course, this is something we'll continue to follow in the upcoming weeks.
Absolutely. Allison and Bram, we thank you both. We'll, of course, have continuing coverage of Arizona's abortion law tonight at 5, 6, and 10. And as always, stay with 12news.com and 12 News app for the very latest.